Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy freaking Wednesday. It's Wednesday, which means what? It means it's time for the Wednesday word, of course. What else do we do on Wednesday? On Wednesday, we do the Wednesday word. This week's word is an awesome, it's a good word. All right, hey. Is this a first-time visit for you? Let me just tell you what happens on the Wednesday Word. And for those of you that have been here a few times, let me remind you what we're doing on the Wednesday Word. My name is David Bradley. I work with Grant Cardone. I'm a training facilitator and coach, as well as a sales and marketing manager. And on Wednesdays, what I like to do here is I like to crack open a dictionary, and I like to find some success-themed words. In fact, I got a list of about 181 of them that we're going through right now. And I'm going to break the word down. We're going to look at the definition. We're going to look at the history of the word, the etymology, where it came from, its derivation. Then I'm going to throw some action ideas out there for you so that you can take the word and then plug it into and use it to advance your sales, your business, and your life. First lesson I learned from Grant Cardone was that selling, and we're all selling to some degree, right? Selling is a conversation, and power comes from the words that you use. So understanding those words, that's pretty important, right? Okay, cool. So this week's Wednesday word, it's not only is it totally overused and abused by basically everybody, myself included, it is also quite the handy-dandy excuse that is used by millions of people the world over to stay comfortably average. This week's word, drum roll, perfection. That's right. This week's word is perfection. Think about what I just teased you with a second ago, okay? Used and abused, overused, and also quite the handy-dandy excuse used by millions of people to stay comfortably average. And I've done this myself. So I'm not, But what we're going to do right now, let's look at the definition. The word perfection, it is a noun. It's a thing. It's a description. Not an adjective description, but it's a description of something. Perfection. Okay, here's the definitions. The condition, state, or quality of being free, or as free as possible from all flaws and defects. Think about a diamond, for example. A person or thing perceived as the embodiment of perfection. I will let you come up with your own example there. The action or process of improving something until it is faultless or as faultless as possible. The Lexus car, the relentless pursuit of perfection. That is their slogan. Okay, all good things. The etymology, though, let's look at the history of this word. Where did it come from? So it's a Latin base. Perfectus, Perfectus, perfect us, means completed, excellent, accomplished, exquisite. Okay? So here's the action idea. This week's word is going to be short and sweet, so I hope you're ready. Here's the action idea. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you two quotes, and here's what Grant Cardone says about perfection. Quote, I never strive for perfection. I strive for increased levels of production. Whoa. Yeah, whoa. Let me see. What? Say it again. I never strive for perfection. I strive for increased levels of production. So, do you remember last week's word? It was perception, right? So your perception, say this fast 3 times, your perception of perfection may be exactly what is stopping you from getting where you want to go in your sales and your business and your life. Wait, say that again. Yeah, I'll say it again. That's fine. Let me do it one more time. Your perception of perfection may be exactly what is stopping you from getting where you want to go in your sales and your business and your life. So what is your perception of perception? And are you using it to not take a risk, to not take the shot? People don't get anything done because they're waiting to get it perfect. So here's a great, story. When Grant's first book, Sell or Be Sold, came out, there was errors all over the place. People were calling him out. But it was also a bestseller. So Grant said, hey, it's a bestseller, not a best written. Okay? So I want you to keep in mind, though, that what we're not suggesting that you just go out there and do a bunch of sloppy stuff and you make lousy sales calls or you make lousy phone calls or you put out totally grammatically incorrect blog posts or whatever, right? We're not suggesting that. Okay? Grant is suggesting that you take higher levels of action and production so that you can leave perfection to those people that are already stuck in average and waiting to be perfect before they take a risk. Risk aversion, okay? Nobody who is exceptional at anything ever waited for perfection. And in fact, you will find the people that you believe to be perfection. Babe Ruth was the home run king and the strikeout king at the same time. Michael Jordan missed more shots than he made. Okay? So let me give you the dichotomy, the perfect dichotomy of dichotomies. What if it turned out? What if it turned out? Is your seatbelt on? What if it turned out that you are already perfect even with your flaws? God, whoever that is to you, is perfection, as is the universe. And if you are made in his or her or their image, got to get those pronouns right, then you too are perfect. Follow? Picking up what I just put down? So I'm going to wrap the Wednesday word up with this. Here's a quote from Dr. Wayne Dyer, my good friend. You are a divine creation, a being of light who showed up here as a human being at the exact moment you were supposed to. You are the beloved. You are a miracle. You are part of the eternal perfection. Okay? So I want you to take those two quotes and I want you to go out there and what are we going to do? We're going to produce. And we are not going to worry or fret about what? Perfection. We're already perfect. So we don't have to worry about it. Okay? So get out there and start producing. Okay? This has been another exciting episode of the Wednesday Word. I'm your host of the Wednesday Word. My name is David Bradley. If this Wednesday Word has delivered some value to you and you know somebody that needs to get this message today, please make sure that you share this out in cyberspace, tweet it, post it up on LinkedIn, post it up on Facebook, wherever it is that you're enjoying fine podcasts. Thank you so much for listening and thank you so much for sharing. Make sure that you've subscribed if you haven't already, and I will leave you with these words of Grant Cardone, which is be great, because nothing else pays. See you soon.